Hello, viewers. You're welcome to my channel. My name is Sunday, and you are welcome to Against FX. Yes, today we are going to be dissecting technical analysis as regards to uh, gold USD and GGP USD, that is GU. Like we always do, we'll start from the higher time frame. All right? Start from the higher time frame to know the overall direction of trend is a very, very important thing to do. You check from the higher time frame, the HTF for what overall direction of trend. Very, very important. This is what you first of all do. All right. It's very important you do this. Very, very important you do this. I tell you. We move to the HTF, that is higher time frame for what? We move to the HTF to what? Check for what? Overall direction of trend. We have been able to ascertain that because we know is bullish. All right. The overall direction of trend, the overall direction of trend is bullish. It's going up. It's going up. It's going up. All right. It's going up. On the higher time frame, it's going up. All right. So the next thing is that you want to do is what? Check, or rather, you identify current trend. You identify current trend. It's very important. This thing I'm mentioning is key to what technical analysis. After you have identified the higher time frame, the direction, which is bullish, we've been able to ascertain that we say, okay, is bullish. All right, is bullish. Then we need to identify the current trend from our from our uh, uh, the time frame we execute our trade. We just say time frame for our execution. All right, you have to check for the current trend of the time frame for our execution where we do take our trade. All right, that's what I meant by that. So, like me, I take my trade on 4 hours. Right here, 4 hours. What is the current trend? This is the current trend, guys. Market move from here to this point after this market shift here. All right, after this market shift here, you broke structure. Okay, one moment, let's do it like this so that you understand it. From this point, price came like this. This is the last break of structure and it created a low. It pushed to the upside, it created equal high, it came down, failed to take out this low. That means this low is strong, then pushed to the upside, giving us a market shift here. This market shift to the upside created a high, the pullback created this one, this a pool of liquidity. Internally, it started breaking structure to the upside. Finally, it took out this high. It created another new high. Then it came down, taking this side as liquidity, taking out this leg, taking out also this leg. These are internal structure within the main structure. If you are a smart trader, you should know that all these ones are just liquidity grab, just for liquidity grab. Now price came down, he had a pullback, taking out all this liquidity grab here. Then did he take out this low? He did not, but he has cleared this internal one. They now make a pullback. The market came here and closed on Friday night. All right. We now say market shift. He has created a market shift. This is where we are now. Your price has created a market shift. So if you ask now, what is the current trend? This is the current trend. The current trend is what? Is making a way to the downside. This is the current trend. Is making a way to the downside. A pullback of this push to the upside. This is a pullback. This is where our opportunity lies. This is where we need to check for our opportunity here. All right, so now we are now trying to identify the current trend. What is the current trend? The current trend is what? Bearish. For our time of execution, we say bearish, all right? Is bearish because why? It's making a pullback. All right. So at this point now, this is where the analysis begins. All right. We have this support level here that is what? That is 33.10. This support level, we have a support level. We have a support level 33.10. All right. 33.10.48. This is what? Our current support level. And we also have, if price breaks this support, or if it breaks this support, the next support that we are going to be putting our eyes on is what? The next support the next support is 3277.91. 3277.91. All right. So these are the support levels where we should be putting our eyes on. What do I mean by that? Price, all right, price came like this, it pulled back, it got here before market close. You can see there's already a rejection here. All right. If price manage to break this support, which is 33.10.48, if it breaks it, all right. Remember that we have 3300. This is the psychological level here. If you don't know anything about psychological level, please go and watch my video. This psychological level here is another stumbling block. It's a support level. If you manage to break this level, what will happen? Price will pull back, then come and retest this level. This level here. So if finally if this level holds, then we will now see a push to the upside. So, but if this level where we are now holds, if this level where we are now holds, that means we will see a push to the upside, and the first resistance is what? This very point here. The first resistance is 3435.00. 3435.00. First resistance. Resistance. 3345.00. No, 34. One moment, okay. 34.5, 30, 3435.00. Then another one is what? If it manages to break that one, then we'll move to 3500.00. All right. I hope this is very clear. The resistance we are going to price will get to is what? This very point here, where you see this 3558.81. All right, 3558.81. Why? Because this point here is what? A demand. All right, is a demand. This is a demand that might send price back to the downside. This 3358.81, we need to put an eye. There's a demand level here. Sorry, there's a supply level here. All right, because this is a set to buy. Sorry, this is a buy to sell. This is a buy to sell. All right, this buy to sell here, it created a supply level. So if price is coming from the downside, is pushing to the downside, watch this level here, because if you even further buttress this, if you look at, just plot your field from the high up to this point, you discover that premium level just is sitting between this place 50 upward. If you don't know how to use Fibonacci tool, please go and watch my videos. From 50 upward is what? Is what we call premium level, because this is a push to the downside. We say is bearish. So anything above 50 is premium. Anything above below 50 is a discount. If price action is bullish, if it's we are on a bullish trend, all right, if you're on a bullish trend, current bullish trend, then when we put it, we'll be waiting for price to come to our discount level before we buy. But now we are pointing bearish. We'll be waiting for price action to push to our premium level before we sell. So this place here is a potential supply level. This point here is what? Potential supply level. So put an eye. This very point here is our potential supply level. This very point here. So if price pull back, and once it gets to this place, be expecting a reaction from this very point. Be expecting a reaction. But if if this potential supply level dish out a sell, that means we'll be pointing, price should be coming down to retest this 3300. If price reject from here, guys, if it rejects from here, that means it's going to push to the upside to this supply level before there will be another reaction to see if price we dish out a buy and a sell. If price should dish out a sell, that means we are coming to retest this 33, or any push below this 33, that means we are coming down to retest this level here, guys. This 3277.91. All right. So last week video, you saw what happens and everything plays out according based on our analysis. So if it breaks above this level, then this high here, this high here, if it breaks above this level, that means we are coming to create another high. So we should be looking at this very point here, 3435.00. All right, if it breaks above this level, this resistance level, if it breaks above this resistance level, then this high will now be taken, and thereby price action will now create another high, and the level we should be looking at is 3435.00. All right, so as far as uh, gold USD is concerned, we should be looking at this point. And why we should put an eye on this at this particular level is because if you scale up to daily, you discover that it's already inside this order block. And where is the daily order block? The daily order block is this one, from up here to this. You see it, guys? Remove this one first. Remove this one. You see, this is the daily order block. All right? This is the daily order block. D1OB. You see? This is the daily order block from up to this one. This is the daily order block. You can see that price has already traded into it, and buyers, they have already stepped into the market before market closed last week Friday evening. All right, so on the higher time frame, I see the price reacting from this level. If it push a little lower, that means it's going to retest this 3300.0, then push to the upside. All right, push to the upside. So that is how it is, guy. But if he breaks this level, which I know is going to be very difficult, the next point we should be looking at, because maybe price might want to just push down a little to us to take some liquidity, just for a liquidity grab. That means it's going to push up to this level, 3277.91, just as I have said. But we should on this, put an eye at this very level here, guys. That level is very, very powerful, and based on the higher time frame, we should know that price will react off that place. You can see, when you this is a demand zone. This whole thing here is a demand zone, and price is already here. And if you use another confluences, let's use another confluence to buttress our point. Measure from here to this point. Where is price? Price has traded into our discount level, guys. Price has traded into our discount level. All right. Or if you like, put it here, is the same thing. Price has traded into our discount level. All right. It has traded into our discount level. If you look at it very well, you discover that there is rejection already. So, guys, thank you so much. As far as I'm concerned, we are looking at this very level, this zone here on the higher time frame, that is daily. This is a demand zone. So it's most likely that price will give us a buy, will dish out a buy from here. But once price dish out a buy from here, but be very mindful that there's a resistance here, there's a supply here that can send the price backward. So just be very mindful, watch these areas very closely. Thank you so much. As far as I'm concerned, I'll be looking to buy, but I'll wait for a confirmation from this level before I step in. So thank you. That is all for gold. But for GDP is very straightforward. At this point, we see break of structure, break of structure. The current trend is bullish. We'll be seeing break of structure. We're seeing break of structure. Market created a high, then is pushing back, and it has given us a market shift from here. Now, if price should now it's reacting from, if it push back to this point, this is a supply zone. Price might send um, market price might send price down to down again, or if you manage to break, then it will be pushing to the other side. So thank you so much. As far as I'm concerned, this level, if this level hold, then we are going to buy. Thank you so much. And